What's going on, guys? It's Hayden. I hope you're having a good day so far, and today we're going to talk about day trading. So I'm making this video for a couple reasons. First, I've basically only talked about and recommended people to do long-term investing on my channel so far. Day trading is another way that it's possible to make money through the stock market. Also, someone actually asked me to make a video about this, and I thought it was a really good idea, and I thought maybe other people would be interested to know about how day trading works as well. So let's just jump in and talk about what is day trading. So day trading is the activity of buying and selling stocks in short periods throughout the day. Stock prices fluctuate as people buy and sell different stocks throughout the day while the market is open, which is 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time on weekdays. And day traders usually have a set strategy they use to take advantage of the short-term price fluctuations that will allow them to make money. So the topic of day trading has kind of become a lot more popular on the internet in the last few years. It used to be something that only financial professionals and large institutions had access to before the days of the internet. But now that almost everyone has access to the internet and trading apps, people can get stock news and updates really fast and make trades based off of that. I'm going to just quickly touch on a few differences between long-term investors and day traders in terms of their mindset. So as I've talked about before, long-term investors care about buying things that will increase in value over a period of multiple years. This is usually done by investing in high-quality companies such as the ones in an index like the S&P 500. And the main focus of long-term investors is that they want to invest in companies that are trading below what their long-term value is. Day traders, on the other hand, usually close out all of their trades within the same trading day, and so they aren't really concerned with what the long-term value of a stock or company is. And quick side note, day traders usually trade in the stock market, but some also choose to trade in the Forex market instead, which is the foreign currency exchange. And now I'm just going to jump into some pros and cons of day trading. I'm actually going to do the cons first because there's several more cons than there are pros, and they're also a lot more significant, I would say. Con number one is that day trading is very difficult and it takes a lot of skill and experience to be successful at. And what I mean by be successful at day trading is make money in the long term. Statistically, 97% of everyone who tries to day trade loses money in the long run. About 2% of people stay even, and 1% of or less actually make money. That's a scary number because if you're just starting to day trade and your goal is to make money from it, you're basically going to have to be within the top 1% of people doing what you're doing. Con number two is that the SEC, or the Securities and Exchange Commission, actually requires you to have at least $25,000 in your account if you're flagged as a pattern day trader. A pattern day trader is someone who has bought and sold a stock in the same day more than 3 times in the past 5 trading days. So basically, if you have less than $25,000 in your trading account, you can only make 3 day trades per week, essentially. I think the SEC does this to try to weed out people who are just gonna screw around and lose money and try to keep day trading to only people who are serious about it. But I know that sucks for people who want to be serious about it but don't have enough money right now. Con number 3 is that day trading is very risky and therefore it is very stressful. Because you're dealing with short-term trades, there can be a lot of money on the line that you need to be able to make a quick decision about. The number one key to making money when day trading is to stay disciplined. And what I mean by stay disciplined is stick to whatever your trading strategy is and trade based on logic only, and don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. That's a lot easier said than done because if you get on a hot streak, you feel like every trade you make is going to be a winner and you start to kind of relax on your criteria. The same is also true if you get on a losing streak and you get upset that you've lost money and you feel the need to make it back, then you're more likely to take a trade that you wouldn't take normally. And then the last con I'm going to quickly touch on is taxes. So profits that you make from day trading are taxed as short-term capital gains as opposed to long-term capital gains because you didn't hold on to the asset for at least a year. Short-term capital gains are actually just added to your ordinary income that you've made that year and then taxed at whatever your appropriate tax bracket is. You can offset your gains with your losses to make sure you're only taxed on the profit that you made, but either way, you're going to end up getting taxed at a lot higher rate than what your long-term capital gains tax rate would be, which is either 0%, 15%, or 20% dependent on your income. So now let's move on to a little bit of good news, which is the pros of day trading. So number one is that if you're successful at day trading, you can potentially make a much higher return than someone who is just long-term investing. I've heard of some people who day trade and make enough money for that to just be their full-time job. And that kind of leads into pro number two, which is that if you day trade solo, you can do it from wherever you want because you just need access to an online trading platform. You can basically just become your own boss and day trading is your business. But unlike an ordinary business, if you're day trading by yourself, you'll never need to worry about hiring anyone else to help you out because it's just you and your knowledge and your research. And then pro number 3 is that if you get really good at day trading, it could potentially lead you to a successful and lucrative career. Having a good track record and being profitable at day trading would probably make it much easier for you to get a job at a financial institution trading for them. And if you were to do that, you would have access to a lot more resources and a lot more money to trade with. And so your potential profit and the amount of money you could make for yourself and for them would probably be much higher. Personally, I used to day trade some in college about 2 or 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure over the time period that I was day trading, I went about even. I didn't make or lose very much money. But I will say it did take a lot of time and effort just to learn enough for me not to lose money. I have thought about day trading again, but I don't know if I want to deal with the stress and the pressure of it. I kind of like just sitting back and watching my long-term investments grow and not really worrying about them very often. I'm thinking about doing a YouTube video in the near future where I try to day trade again and record me doing some of that. So if that's something that sounds like it would be fun to watch, then leave a comment down below. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.